What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Samurai Radio Sports Network. And I like how I have this set up. So we are doing the Miami Dolphins mock draft, but we're going to do it in actual time with you guys so you can see how I think about each pick and how I go through it. I'm now being able to record through this, and so I think it's a little bit interesting. I know I'm doing it a couple days earlier than I usually do, but I thought it'd be a little bit interesting. As you see, I am using OBS to record. But it's nice, and I like it. So we're going to be picking the Miami Dolphins. This is, once again, like I said, on FanSpeak on the clock. I hope everything is pretty sound for you guys. So we're going to do a 7-round mock draft. I'm going to use the most recent Bleacher Report mock, or at least the draft board, and then I'm going to use the user-voted team needs. So draft board is going to be the Matt Miller Bleacher Report, and then user-voted team needs. And then let's draft. So we're going to watch it as it goes. I really like this system. As you see there, Deshaun Watson went number 1. Myles Garrett fell to 4 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Deshaun Kaiser to the Jets. Dalvin Cook to the Panthers. Taco Charlton to the Browns at 12. That would be nice. Leonard Fournette to the Colts. Quincy Wilson to the Ravens. Adoree Jackson, Tennessee. Sidney Jones to Detroit. So it's our pick. Let's kind of go through this really quickly. So Deshaun Watson, then Mitch Trubisky, Jonathan Allen, Myles Garrett, Jamal Adams, Deshaun Kaiser, Teez Tabor, Dalvin Cook, Reuben Foster, Mike Williams, Solomon Thomas, Taco Charlton, Malik Hooker, John Ross, Leonard Fournette, Quincy Wilson, Derek Barnett, Adoree Jackson, Cam Robinson, Christian McCaffrey to the Broncos, and then Sidney Jones to the Lions. So we need to address the linebacker position. That's what we need to do. Although I would love to take O.J. Howard here, or a David Njoku, or a Marshawn Lattimore, we need to address linebackers. So take a look at the board. My favorite linebacker is Zach Cunningham. Usually he's starting to fall out of the second round for some things, and some guys have him projected to the Dolphins. Like I said, my favorite is Zach Cunningham, although I would love to take Jarrad Davis, since he is a Florida player. We're going to go Zach Cunningham here out of Vanderbilt with a 22nd pick. And you see everything is falling. Patrick Mahomes to the Texans at 25. That's pretty interesting. TJ Watt to the Green Bay Packers. Takkarist McKinley to the Falcons. And Caleb Brantley to the Patriots. I would hate to see that. That would make me super pissed. So O.J. Howard and David Njoku and Corey Davis are still on the board. There goes Davis to the Rams, interesting enough. Njoku and Howard are still on the board, so if one of them fall to us, we could be hooked up with a good tight end. And, oh, Howard gets taken and Njoku right after him. So I want to go Jordan Legend here, but assuming that we're not going to have a great free agency, just assuming right now, saying that we won't have one, I would like to take Raquan McMillan. Although Jordan Legend might be the obvious option here, it looks like Deion Sims is going to be picked back up, and it looks like they really, really like him. So I want to double down on running or on linebacker. I would like to take Corn Elder here. It looks like he's going to be pretty good. A lot of people will have him rising up quickly, and I would also love to take a defensive lineman, but I'm going to wait to take Ryan Glasgow if he falls to us the way I want him to. And the same with edge rusher. I want to take Carl Lawson here. And that's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to take Carl Lawson from Auburn. I feel like it could be a good pick there at 22. I feel like it's a very good value pick. I mean, he's someone who I think is going to end up going in the first round. But we'll grab him there. And we'll see. DeMarcus Walker went early in the second. I can see that happening. That'd be great for him. And there's a guy here that I still like, and that's Alex Anzalone, the Florida linebacker, and then Ben Boulware. So options still to double down and get a good linebacker. We do have a 3rd round pick because it's our compensatory. And I'm looking, I don't know. The center just went. If Bucky Hodges falls, I might just take Bucky Hodges. And it looks like he got taken. I'm not really a big Evan Ingram fan. So I'm not too sure what I want to do here. We already took an edge. Defensive lineman, there's not really anybody in this range that I think is a value pick here. At corner, there's my favorite prospect, Ahkello Witherspoon, but do I want to reach? That 6'3" frame could be amazing. I'm going to take a little bit of a reach there on Ahkello Witherspoon. Might not be the smartest idea at the end of the day, but I like the pick, so that's what we're going to go with. We do have 3 5th-round picks. We don't have a 4th, so we could hit big with some of these 5th-round picks, assuming that some people fall the way we want them to. The next pick I would like to get is a guard or a center. Pochik isn't going to fall to us. The next 2 guys I like are Fuller and Orlovsky. But I don't think Orlovsky or Fuller are going to fall to us. So we might be fucked at center. At guard, there's not really anything I like. I like Greg Pike a little bit. The same thing with Caleb Peterson, but those are later round picks. I don't know why I picked. The same thing with safety and corner. We got one. I feel like I'm fine there. The only other linebacker I'm interested in taking is Ben Boulware. So we'll see. But we had 3 5th-round picks, so we could go anywhere here with some value. There's a lot of wide receivers still on the board. This is a very deep wide receiver class, which is pretty insane. Waiting for our next pick. Hopefully we can snag. I might grab Jonnu Smith in the 7th, although I haven't heard anything about him being able to play. I wonder. Fuller did fall to us, so I'm going to take Fuller here in case he doesn't fall anymore. We have a pick, 10 picks from here. Stacy Coley goes to the Texans. If we look at our needs, QB, I don't consider that a need. Tight end, running back, I don't consider either of those a need. Guard, not really. Defensive line is more of a need for me there. But there's no one I really see there. I like Josh Caraway a lot. The next best guy I like here isn't actually on the board. So I'm going to go with Josh Caraway here. We have another pick in 8 picks at, I believe, 40. So we can see where we go from there at 40. And I don't want to... the thing is, I don't want to reach on Boulware out of what this mock is showing, like out of the board. But I think this could be a nice value pick, and I can use my other 6th and my 7th on other things. So I think that's where I'm going to go here. Actually, I'm going to take John Heck and hope that we get a nice guy to fall to us. By nice guy, I mean I hope Boulware still falls, because sometimes guys get taken way before they should. So we'll have to see here. And it looks like my game, or not my game, but my thing is glitching out a little bit, which is not the greatest thing in the world, because sometimes it makes you take guys you don't want to. That's the only issue, is there's a little bit of glitches sometimes. And it looks like we might, yeah, we're getting one of those glitches here. So it looks, oh, but one guy we're able to pick, though, is Ben Boulware. So we're going to stick with that. I'm going to grab Boulware here. And then hopefully it lets me, the next time we go through, it lets me click other places besides D lineman and all. Because I'm not really interested in anybody from the all list. I want to go grab a different guy in the 7th. So we'll see here. And yeah, we're good now. All right, cool. So there's, like I said, the guy I'm going to take in the 7th is going to be Jonnu Smith. I feel like he can be pretty good. I haven't heard anything if he's still able to play yet, though. But he'll be the guy I'm going to take here. Josiah Price just went off the board. Hopefully Jonnu Smith doesn't go, and he's not going to. So we're going to use our 7th on the Florida International Star and round out what looks to be a pretty good draft, at least out of out of my first eyes, it's looking pretty good. I think we got a lot of value picks, and we'll take a look at it. So we got Zach Cunningham at 22, then Carl Lawson addressing the defensive line at 54. At 98 in round 3, we get Ahkello Witherspoon. At 167, round 5, pick 22, we get Kyle Fuller, the center out of Baylor. Then we go Josh Caraway, edge, TCU, round 5, pick 32, 177. Then pick 185, round 5, pick 40. We get John Heck, the offensive tackle out of North Carolina. Then we double down on center and get Ben Boulware, the man with a lot of heart out of Clemson at 207, round 6, pick 22. And then round 7, pick 22, we go Jonnu Smith, the tight end out of Florida International. Let's take a look at what some other teams did, specifically the Browns. So the Browns picked Deshaun Watson, number 1, and then they grabbed Taco Charlton at 12. Then they grabbed Jarrad Davis at 1. Then pick 2, round 2, pick 20, they grabbed David Njoku. Then round 3, pick 1, they get Chris Wormley. So this already is such a good draft. I mean, I don't think that the Browns would actually get a draft like this, but that's pretty good. And then they get Marlon Mack, a guy who I really like out of the draft. And then Ryan Switzer, a guy who a lot of people like in back-to-back picks there, 141 and then 146. That is actually a great draft by the Cleveland Browns. Pretty surprising. Let's go with the LA Rams, who don't have a first-round pick. With second-round pick 5, they get Corey Davis, then Chidobe Awuzie. And from there, it's not looking too hot. Let's go look at our AFC East rivals, the Jets. They get Deshaun Kaiser, Ryan Anderson, Cameron Sutton. That's pretty good already for their picks. Let's go to the Buffalo Bills. And the Bills got Mike Williams, then Desmond King, and Greg Pike. We were talking about Pike there. And then how about the New England Patriots to round this off? Caleb Brantley and DeJuan Smoot. That is already pretty great. Elijah Hood, he's a pretty good guy there. And then Cooper Rush, assuming that they trade away good old Jimmy Garoppolo. But that is our draft. I'll go back just so you guys can see Miami Dolphins, what our last couple picks were. So this is what it was. Zach Cunningham, Carl Lawson, Akilo Witherspoon, Kyle Fuller, Josh Caraway, John Heck, Ben Bower, and then Jonnu Smith, however you want to say it. According to the team needs, we addressed everything except for guard, defensive lineman, although edge, really, I'm going to put him on the D-line, so I consider both of these addressed. So we didn't address guard or QB or running back, but I don't think QB or running back are really a need right now. I think guard would be the only one that we kind of messed up on. But I feel like we're fine here. I feel like we drafted pretty well. If anything, they might move Fuller if they get a center to guard and have him play guard. So technically we could have probably still addressed that. But I hope you guys did very much enjoy. This is a different type of video. Instead of just doing the pictures, I have it live. I hope you guys enjoyed that type of style. If you really want to see more, let me know. I'm going to try to stream maybe for like an hour when you're seeing this video. I might be up. I'm going to put the link in the description. I'm not going to be streaming on YouTube. I will be streaming on Twitch. So make sure you go watch that. I'm switching my streams from YouTube to Twitch now that I have OBS working, so I can play some music and stuff for you guys while I'm streaming. So hope you guys did very much enjoy. And until next time, peace.